She was a poor orphan girl. No father, no mother, no family. All she had was her tears and her little hut. One day, a pastor told her, "Follow me into the forest for deliverance." She thought it was her chance for freedom. But what happened in that forest broke her life forever. The pastor became rich, building mansions and driving cars, while the orphan girl cried every night with her baby, calling only on God. He thought she was powerless. But he forgot that the God of the fatherless never sleeps. And one day, heaven answered with a judgment no man could escape. Anna was just a young girl, an orphan, living in a broken mud hut at the edge of the village. Her parents had died when she was little. She had no brother, no sister, no uncle, and no aunt to fight for her. People in the village often pitied her, but nobody really cared. She survived by doing small farm work for others, and many nights she went to bed hungry. One Sunday after service, the respected Pastor John called Anna aside. He spoke in a soft voice, "My daughter, God showed me that you are under spiritual attack. You need deliverance. Meet me in the forest tomorrow evening, and I will pray for you." Anna's heart leaped with hope. She thought, finally, God has remembered me. The pastor wants to help me. So the next day, she wore her simple faded gown, carried her little Bible, and followed him into the forest. But deep inside the forest, something unexpected happened. Instead of prayers, instead of deliverance, Pastor John betrayed her trust. He forced himself on her while she wept bitterly. Her Bible fell to the ground, her tears watered the soil, and her cry echoed through the trees, but no one was there to save her. Afterwards, the pastor stood tall, brushed the dust from his robe, and said coldly, "Don't ever tell anyone. Who will believe you? You are just a poor orphan. Go back to your hut." Then he walked away, leaving Anna broken, humiliated, and in shock. Weeks later, Anna noticed her stomach was growing. She realized she was pregnant. Fear and shame filled her heart. The same villagers who once pitied her now mocked her. Some whispered, "This girl has no parents, and now she has no dignity." Pastor John continued preaching every Sunday, acting holy, while Anna carried the secret alone. He laughed secretly, thinking, "What can she do? She has no one." But Anna did not give up. Every night she knelt in her little hut on the bare floor, lifting her hands to the sky. With tears rolling down her cheeks, she prayed, "O God of the fatherless, fight for me. You saw what he did to me. I have no father, no mother, no family, but you are my father. Do not let this man go free. Defend me, O Lord." Her hut was small, her bed was nothing but an old mat, her meals were just scraps, but her voice reached the heavens. While she rocked her baby in her arms, hungry and weak, she whispered again and again, "God, I have no one but you." Meanwhile, Pastor John was rising higher in wealth and fame. He built a grand mansion with shining white walls. He bought fleets of expensive cars. People called him Man of God, bowing before him as if he was a king. But hidden in the night, an orphan's prayer was shaking the gates of heaven, waiting for the day God's judgment would fall. At first, it looked as if nothing would happen. Pastor John enjoyed his wealth. Every Sunday, crowds filled his church. His name was on people's lips, and he was praised in the city as a powerful man of God. His mansion stood tall, his cars shone under the sun, and his pockets never ran dry. But one night, in the middle of his sleep, Pastor John jumped up suddenly. "Ah!" he screamed. His back burned as though unseen whips were striking him. He rolled on his bed, clutching his body, but no one was there. His wife rushed in, confused. "What is it? What is chasing you?" He could not answer. He only screamed louder, "Stop flogging me! Please stop!" The next day, as he sat at his dining table, lifting a spoon of food, the flogging returned. Invisible canes struck him again and again. He dropped the spoon, crying, "Mercy, mercy!" His servants stared in shock, but they saw nothing. From that day, his torment began. In his car, he would suddenly jump out, holding his head, running like a madman, shouting, "Don't beat me again!" In church, while preaching, he would suddenly bend and scream, "Stop, I beg you!" His members grew afraid. Some whispered, "Is our pastor cursed?" But everywhere he went, the same invisible voice followed him, strong and terrifying. "Go back to the orphan. Go to the hut where she cries. Marry her. Honor her. Treat her and her son as queen and prince. Until you obey, the flogging will never stop." Pastor John tried everything. He invited other pastors to pray for him. He gave away money to beg for peace. He even traveled to far cities seeking doctors and prophets. But no medicine, no prayer, and no sacrifice could silence the invisible whip. Night after night, his torment increased. He could no longer sleep. His skin bore marks no one could explain. His mansion became a prison. His cars were useless. His food tasted like dust. The villagers began to laugh. This man who thought he was untouchable is now running like a slave. Meanwhile, Anna was still in her little hut, her baby boy sleeping beside her. Every evening, she lit a small lamp and knelt in prayer. Her voice trembled but was steady. "O Lord, I still trust you. Fight my battle. Show me that you are my Father." Each tear she shed was like fire in the heavens. The same God who watched her pain was now shaking the life of the man who thought she was powerless. The mighty pastor was broken. His riches meant nothing. His fame meant nothing. The only way to find peace was to do what the voice commanded. At last, after many sleepless nights and endless invisible flogging, Pastor John could bear it no more. He fell on his knees inside his empty room, lifted his hands, and cried, "God, I surrender! I will obey. Show me the way, and I will do it." The next morning, the once proud Pastor John humbled himself. He dressed in simple clothes, left his mansion, and walked to the edge of the village. There, he stood before the small hut where Anna lived with her little boy. When Anna opened the door, she saw him kneeling on the dusty ground, tears streaming down his face. His voice shook as he spoke. "Anna, forgive me. I destroyed your life. I thought you were powerless, but your God has fought for you. For weeks, I have not known peace. Invisible whips have beaten me until I realized my sin. The voice of God has commanded me to honor you. Please, please forgive me. Let me marry you. Let me treat you like a queen and your son like a prince. Give me the chance to make things right." Anna stood quietly, her heart heavy with memories of the pain, the shame, and the nights of tears. She looked at her little boy sleeping on a mat, then looked back at the broken man before her. Finally, with trembling lips, she said, "I forgive you, not because you deserve it, but because the God I serve has lifted me." From that day, Pastor John took Anna and her son into his mansion. He gave her the honor of a queen, dressed her in the finest clothes, and treated her child as the heir to all his wealth. The same orphan who once cried in a small hut now walked in dignity. The whole village watched in amazement, whispering, "Truly, the God of the fatherless never sleeps." Moral lessons 1. God defends the helpless. No matter how weak you are, heaven will fight for you. 2. Hidden sins will be exposed. No evil remains covered forever. 3. Wealth cannot buy peace. Only righteousness brings true rest. 4. Prayer is powerful. The orphan's tears shook heaven and brought justice. 5. Forgiveness lifts the victim. Letting go of pain makes you victorious. My dear viewers, this story reminds us that God sees every tear and hears every cry. No matter how helpless you feel, He will rise and fight for you. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share it with others. Your support keeps me going, and more powerful stories are coming your way. Stay with us, and may God bless you richly.